It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Rams of St. Louis taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the set. Hurt.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You talk about this Rams defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. And finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Tag! 60 Maverick!
Richardson off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
65.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And even though this is a top-5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. There he goes, right side. Javonte Williams, touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Third. Right there. Go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this might net him a yard, if that, as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, the 25. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Now Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Fight, 6.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Colts 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again to Williams, running right. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Rams 21, Colts 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
3rd down and 10.
Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Richardson working from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second and a couple. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Rams 28, Colts 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go!
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Tag! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 15 at the 41-yard line.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Richardson to throw off play action. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
On the double.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring it back It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Rams 35, Colts 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Let's go now. Big Lion.
Trying the left side with Walker. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And Walker once more. Oh, Walker showing the power. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Ready? 19 Lion. Ready, right?
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brian Brzee, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
A 46-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to the rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Ready?
A final shot before half for Lance. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Colts 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay,
Set
ready?
to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ultra.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he's loose again and down to the 19-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ready?
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Switch, yellow. Set, hut.
Williams. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious... And now off to the races down the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready, set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go, Rig. Go. Ready.
Running left is Walker.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Unlock line. Ready, ready.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
171 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, go steal. Ready.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
560. Trouble 38. Ready, ready.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. First down, Rams.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Let's go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Okay, right.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hut, hut.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there is no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Dragon 60.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. He was brought down at the 28.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Ready.
Up the middle, Nwangu. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Come on.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
They go play action with Richardson.
31-yard line.
Flush to his right. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson, 31 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Steps away.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the St. Louis first down.
Josh, 17.
Working from the gun, Lance. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Williams is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Strike. Check. Strike. Check.
Williams again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Hold it ready. Check go.
Off play action. Richardson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Play action. Now Richardson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Green Jack. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 30. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
He can't get him down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Richardson.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First down.
Warriors 70. Ready.
On 1st down, Richardson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go.
Trying the left side with Walker. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Being chased out left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Here we go, check. Buffalo 18.
One last shot for Richardson.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Rams, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.